What's up, family? What's up, all my fragrance lovers out there? Hey, it's your boy. Y'all know who it is. It's Wayne Holly, the CEO, the developer, the nose behind WOHFRAGRANCES. Fragrances. Thank y'all for watching. Those of y'all who tuning in right now, you've seen the title. You know what we're doing here. I'm basically about to put y'all up on game for some of the best fall and winter fragrances in the game right now. Some that are in my collection that I like and everything. Of course, it's relevant right now because it is the holiday season. We are ending the fall, going towards the winter right now. So, hey, a lot of these fragrances would be great for that. Of course, if you don't know, a lot of fall and winter fragrances are normally, you have your sweet citrusy fragrances with those type of notes, maybe some spiciness. In the wintertime, you have more of your tobacco, leathery, vanilla, amber, those close-up fragrances. You need something sweet that cuts through the atmosphere, the cold weather and everything. So that's why some of your best fragrances are made during the winter and fall and things like that, because a lot of these scents hold closer to the body and everything. It's colder season, you know what I'm saying? Hey, so that is the purpose of those. So a lot of y'all, just to get this out the way, wonder how I got into fragrances and, why should you listen to me and why should you buy my colognes and things like that. It's because I've been into colognes and fragrances for a long time. I'm a connoisseur, collector and everything. And I would go on YouTube and if I heard about a fragrance to kind of see what people were saying about it. Because like you all, I know a lot of people don't like to go and blind buy fragrances. You want to have sampled it, opened up a magazine, smelled the thing, or went into Macy's or Dillard's or something and get a little tester. That's what we do when it comes to colognes, and I get that. That's why I will go on and see what some of the other people are saying about it, and sometimes I'd go ahead and try it. And I would hear them talking about different note breakdowns and what's in this and when you should wear this and everything. And that sunk in and it piqued the interest. I even got to the point where I would go into Dillard's and Macy's and I would smell something. And I would be able to be like, that smells like that has some vanilla or some cedar or some geranium or something like that. It's like I was catching on the nuances of these things. So I was like, rather than spending all this money on colognes, let me see if I can try to make some of these fragrances or something close to it myself that's wearable. And so there was the brainchild for WOHFRAGRANCES. And started off a little bumpy. I had to get, learn what I was doing and get better at it. And I have to say, I have crafted some great colognes and perfumes right now. So, I mean, I get, a lot of y'all are a little nervous about trying some of my fragrances. They aren't expensive right now, and I also have sample packages where you can sample some things, and I'm also doing a money back guarantee. So if you try something and you don't like it, just send it back. I'll give you your money back, and I get back in here in the lab and get it right, which is what part of this is right here, is where I do my work. But I say all that, but this is really not about my fragrances today. So I may give a few honorable mentions, but I'm going to give you all some of the fragrances that is really popping right now. I'm not ranking these in no particular order. I'm just going to introduce you to some things that you may haven't smelled or know anything about. You may have never heard of these fragrance houses. First one I'm going to talk about, I'm sure that you all know about, and it is Versace. Now, this particular one is Versace Eros Flame. A lot of y'all are probably familiar with the original Versace Eros in the blue bottle. Great club banger, great date night fragrance. It projects, it has a sillage that is very noticeable. You know what I'm saying? When you walk through, people are going to know that's you smelling good. You know what I'm saying? And this is one and the same. It does that also. It's just a little bit more directed. The Versace Eros regular one can be worn any time of year. This can too, but it's more directed towards the winter, fall time and everything because it's a very spicy accord. It has black pepper in it. It has a lot of citrus, mandarin orange it starts out with. So it's kind of considered an oriental fragrance, the geranium, a little hint of rose in the heart of this. But it's also a woody fragrance, you know, and it has that Texas cedar that really stands out. Tonka bean gives it that creaminess. It holds tight, and it also, this thing is going to project at least 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like when you spray this on and you going into wherever you're going, a lounge, a club, wherever you're going, they're going to smell it. You know what I'm saying? And then the settle down is going to have that Italian vanilla that you love from the original. So the tonka bean and vanilla and that Texas cedar and the pepper in the mid, like it has 2 different types of pepper in there that helps it jump off the skin. So like I said, whether you're holding somebody tight or you're trying to attract somebody from a distance, Versace Eros Flame, you can't go wrong with. Another one I'm going to mention that I'm sure you all are familiar with is Yves Saint Laurent Y. Now this is the Eau de Parfum. If you don't know the difference, Eau de Parfum is a deeper concentrated on the oil as opposed to the Eau de Toilette, which is what came out first, what some people loved and some people hated on because I mean, it's very commercial. When you got this on, someone knows that that's what it is, but they will not deny that you smell fabulous. You know what I'm saying? You can wear this with almost anything. This is a suit jacket, a blazer. You can put on a leather jacket with a white t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Rocking your chain, whatever. This is going to smell terrific. Now, the Eau de Toilette was originally kind of more of a summer, spring fragrance and everything. It helps it bounce off the skin. This one somewhat can be considered that also, but it can be worn in the wintertime because of the way that the Eau de Parfum holds and lasts longer than the toilette. Like it still has that that clary sage and the apple that it opens up with. That's one of the key factors, and you know you got Yves Saint Laurent on when you smell that apple and ginger in the top notes and everything. And then it has that clary sage and juniper berry in the middle. It is very distinctive. It also has some woody notes with the amber wood in the bottom. That's what helps it be mentioned in this winter time, fall and winter time, maybe more of the fall than the winter time. Now, if it's date night, if someone's coming over and you're chilling or whatever, that works. I mean, if you go into a lounge, like I said, and you want something that's going to jump off your skin right off the top, get some attention, that works. You know, you may want to even bring you a little thing to reapply. Like, you know, you see somebody after you've been in the club for a couple of hours or something, you want it to jump even more because you're about to go holler at somebody, then you go and spray on real quick and you go and you got a first impression right off the wham. So there you go. So the 2 that I want to introduce you all to, and then you're probably saying this is major. If you are a cologne connoisseur, you know that if you buy a bottle of something, now when you get something you know it's great, you go ahead and buy a bottle of it because you want it to last you forever. But a bottle of something, 3.4 ounces, it lasts you forever. And if you are wearing different colognes, you would never, it'll take you forever to use that bottle. So you go to a place like you got Scentbird. Scentbird is decent. They don't have some of the great and niche fragrances. Like I use this place now called Royalty Scents. My Scents is good also. But these atomizers, what they call lipstick things, is great. I mean, this is, you know what I'm saying? Look how much I've had this for like 3 months. That's how much juice I've used. If you're using different things, it's going to last you. So I would look into this, especially with some of those more expensive fragrances like this right here. This house I'm going to introduce you guys to. It's Parfums de Marly. You may have heard of it, you may haven't. But it is a niche fragrance, which, you know, like I said, is one of the more expensive fragrances. This right here is Parfums de Marly Layton. Now, Layton is an Oriental fragrance. I'm actually going to, you know, kind of read the things because I want you to really know what it is. It's an Oriental floral. It's very warm and spicy. It has a creamy vanilla accord that, you know, it just projects. And all Parfums de Marly, they are going to last on you. You spray it on your clothes too. The next day, you'll still smell it on your clothes. You know what I'm saying? it's some good stuff. You know, in the fragrance world, it is true that you can get what you pay for. Like if you go real cheap, it's not gonna last long. But something like this, it lasts. It also has top notes of apple and lavender. You know, that lavender gives you a little powderiness and everything. The oriental part is a mandarin orange in the top notes. So, you know, you get that spicy orange smell. Like, yeah, man, it's different. You know what I'm saying? If you are into colognes, you want something that's going to be different. Something everybody ain't got on. It's like that. You want your cologne to almost be weird. You know what I'm saying? It has a violet and jasmine heart. Now, jasmine is not a typical men's note, but it works. A lot of colognes now have been putting jasmine in, you know, into the fragrances and everything. And this works. It's a spicy, woody base. It has that cardamom and pepper and patchouli in the base, which means this right here, as it settles down, even gets spicier. So date night, hands down, she gonna be all over you. I'm just keeping it 100. With Parfums de Marly Layton, women love it. The other one, Parfums de Marly Pegasus. Like I said, make sure it's Pegasus. Yeah. Anyway, look how much juice I've used in that. Like, yeah, it lasts. And Pegasus is also Oriental fragrance. You know what I'm saying? Parfums de Marly used a lot of spice. Like this one opens up with cumin, and it's real heavy and almond. You know what I'm saying? The cumin gives it a little spice and everything. It also has bergamot in the top. You know, bergamot is a well-known note that most people use in fragrances because it's very inviting. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to wear. So when you got that, and it has a heart of bitter almond, and also again jasmine and lavender. Those are some great notes to use, and especially if you mix them well like they do here. Now, Pegasus has, like I said, that bitter almond. It's not for everybody, you know what I'm saying? I love it, and I know people who, you know what I'm saying, love it too. But yeah, man, it's this is one of the ones where I'm saying it kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? You put this on, they're like, what is that? I ain't smelled that before. Hey, you cannot go wrong with the Pegasus. It has vanilla and sandalwood in the base. So like I said, it's great for this time of year, wintertime fragrance. You can't go wrong. Who am I talk on next? Azzaro, Wanted by Night. Now, if you know about the original Azzaro Wanted, it is great. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those Paco Rabanne type, what they say, bubblegum scents and everything. It's very sweet in the top and everything. It smells like it has muscadine in it and everything. I think it's actually plum. It also has spicy accords also, but Azzaro Wanted by Night. You know, I'm going to try to, after I say these, it should pop up, let you see these colognes and everything. But that is a good one. When I first smelled the Azzaro Wanted, I was like, that's, you know, that's the bomb. I was going to get me a bottle of it. Then I went on a cruise, and they had the Wanted by Night, and I smelled that, and I put them side by side. They were similar, but it was just something different about the Wanted by Night that I had to say, this is the one I want to try. Because like I said, when you are into colognes, you want something that's just a little different than what somebody else got. So if you got that, again, I got Paco Rabanne 1 Million Lucky. It's also a great wintertime fragrance. Actually, it's an all year type thing, probably more suited for the springtime. But with the sweetness of it, it works. You know what I'm saying? If you go into a lounge or something, you just sprayed on that Paco Rabanne Lucky, 1 in a Million Lucky. People may know what it is, or they may be like, you got on Invictus, because they get those mixed up. But I'm telling you, you can't go wrong with those fragrances. Let's see. I think I had an honorable mention in here that I wanted to talk about. Okay, tell what this. Oh, all right. One of these, last but not least, these scents right here are made specifically for fall and winter, and that is the Bulgari Man in Black line. If you haven't heard of Bulgari Man in Black, try it out. It is the bomb. The one I have right here is the Black Orient, which is the Oriental spicy. You get a theme here. I like those fresh, spicy colognes. They work in the wintertime. They hit. This has tobacco and leather in the base. That is a very staple for the wintertime, but it also has peppery scent. The original, it has like cinnamon and all these spices, kind of like they compare Bulgari Black, Men in Black, to Victor and Rolf's Spice Bomb. It is less of a price tag on it, but it still gives you that same feel. But with this one, it has a bergamot opening and everything, and that kind of sets it different from the Victor and Rolf. I think Victor and Rolf kind of has a grapefruit in there also that smells great. But Bulgari, Men in Black, Essence, Black Orient, can't go wrong. Promise you. Last but not least, I gotta throw this in there. Dolce Gabbana, the One. This has been one of the top colognes for the last probably 10 years almost. The first one came out, I believe, back in, don't quote me on it, 2010, 2011. It was the Eau de Toilette. But this right here, the Eau de Parfum, lasts longer. The Toilette, it smells good, but its performance, it sucks. You know what I'm saying? So this right here is going to project for at least 2 hours or so. Like I said, if you're in the club, you get a little thing to reapply it when you want to go talk to somebody. She's going to be in tune before you even open your mouth. This right here has that cardamom. It has that spice in it. It has tobacco notes. It just has all the boxes checked when it comes to a winter fragrance. And it's very inviting. You can't go wrong with Dolce Gabbana, the One. And yeah, so those are some of the fragrances that I've been rocking for the fall, and will continue to rock in the winter. Like I said, I gotta throw some honorable mentions on my own fragrances. Hey, I got a new fragrance for men and women. It's called Flirtatious. You know what I'm saying? For her and for him. This scent right here, it is a gourmand type scent, which means it smells like something you want to taste. You know what I'm saying? It has a blueberry and vanilla opening with a little cappuccino in there. Very sweet, base of vanilla and amber, but it also has a bit of spice to it. Like I said, the men's fragrance is similar. This, for the women, has jasmine in the base, jasmine and rose. And for the men, I have the lavender base. But like I said, the blueberry in the man and this one, it's just, I promise you, I didn't miss on Flirtatious. So, hope y'all enjoyed this and everything. Another fragrance. Check out Brother to the Night. Y'all watch Love Jones grooving your left thigh, trying to be the funk in your right. I promise you, that's a good fragrance also. And just to end this, if you don't have your mask yet, if you want to represent the brand, of course we have the WOHFRAGRANCES mask here. This right here is a wickening absorbent as well as a filter. So, you know what I'm saying, when you're talking in it and you get a little spittle come out, that right there is going to dry up real quick. And as you can see, nothing was compromised with you being able to hear me talk through this. There's nothing worse than having one of those masks that sits right on your mouth when you're talking and you're tasting the damn mask. That don't happen with these right here. And as you can see, I have a bit of a goatee, beard and everything. This thing isn't moving. It's sitting in place. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong. $10, www.wohfragrances.com. The mask is $10, but what you get is also a sample of any one of my fragrances that you want to try. And this 6 milliliter little vial here comes free with that. You just put in there in the description what you want to sample, and we get that to you. All right. So I was trying to keep this here video under 20 minutes, and it looks like we're right at the 20-minute mark. So I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. I appreciate y'all for watching. Rock with me, y'all. I know what I'm doing with these fragrances, so hey, holla at your boy.